Hey folks, it is the Nutty Knife Guy. Sorry about no video last week. Things got really busy. Anyway, today I am bringing to you the Szco Hunter's Bowie, model 203417. I actually made notes this time. Are you proud of me? Blade length is 8 inches. Overall length is 13.5. Mystery steel, probably something in the neighborhood of 440C stainless. Or at least 440, I don't know about the C. But, very nice knife so far. I am becoming a real fan of Szco. They are running a close second for budget brands with M-Tech. And I know there are people out there screaming, M-Tech! He likes M-Tech! Oh no! But, fact of the matter is, most of the M-Tech stuff, most of it, has been pretty good. And the same thing with Szco. The main reason I picked this up was for the collection. I did not have a pattern, a knife in a pattern like this one. With kind of a, I wouldn't call this a Bowie blade, it's almost a drop point. You can't really call this a clip point, I don't know what to call it a drop point. But with the less curved swedge and the handguard only on the bottom. I don't have any historical reference or any way of pointing this, proving this, but my impression is, when I see this knife, is American Southwest. Arizona, New Mexico, maybe Utah. With the nice spacers and the wood and just the overall profile. Like I said, that's just an impression I get. I don't know if there's any factual basis for that. So far, I'm liking this knife. I have not done anything with it. Except flip it around a little bit. And it is fun to flip around. The handle is smooth, but it's big and it's nice and oval. Feels good in the hand. It's not going to turn in your hand, and it does have a flared pommel to keep it from sliding out of your hand. And you can also hold it weighed out at the end of the handle for some chopping. It came decently sharp. I have not sharpened it, so we'll see how the factory edge does when we get out to the war post. And if I'm feeling reckless, I might do some pounding with this flat. Test of a survival knife. It's aluminum and it'll probably get scratched up. But I may do that. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I have anything in a garage I can use as a test subject for that without destroying something I actually want. But so far, not bad. Fit and finish are actually pretty good. The gold leaf around the spacers here is something you can feel. It's not pronounced enough to add anything to the grip, and it's not flush. You can feel it, and that's a really minor point, but for some reason it bugs me. It has nothing to do with the functionality of the knife, but I don't know, Alrighty. I'm pretty sure everything's in frame here. I don't screw it up. Okay. We've got some detergent bottles that have been declared hostile. Let's see what we can do with them. If they cooperate. And I guess we'll have to do what we can do. Okay, well, I said I didn't sharpen it. That did not go through at all. But as I said, I didn't sharpen it. This is out of the box sharp. We'll try another whack. Halfway decent, but not great. Factory edge is really bad. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to bother with this other bottle because I'm not going to get through. I am going to try some piercing. And of course that worked a lot better. The point's not bad, but there was no cut when I twisted and slashed down. All I did was pry the hole bigger. So that other bottle lives for another knife. Now, interesting though, I did get the handle really wet, and it's not as slippery as I thought it would be. There's almost a suction effect with this thing because it's oval and smooth. So I really like the handle on this thing. And as I said, not sharpening it. I might do a sequel to this, sharpen up and see how it does on the cutting test. But the edge, and the factory edge here, leaves a lot to be desired. Let's see how she holds up to the post. Okay, just the basic angles of attack. I'm seeing 0 edge damage, not even a scratch. Let's see some good solid whacks. Okay, see how it does with the thrust. That was a miss. Oh, that wasn't pleasant. Okay, everything about this needs to be sharpened, but bounce it off the war post. No edge damage. We'll go downstairs and wrap things up. Okay. Make a little adjustment there. So, overall, for sub $20, this is a hell of a knife. Very tight fit and finish. Like I said, no edge damage. Let you look again. After bouncing it off that pressure treated wood. This summer, War Post 2.0, I promise. The edge was a disappointment. This was probably the poorest water bottle performer I've ever tested. Performer. Very dry mouth, hard to speak. Anyway, but that's fixable. I can sharpen it, and it won't take me too long. And I might do a really quick supplement and do another test on that if I get the time. But I have to say, even for a budget brand, there is no excuse for shipping a knife that is not sharp unless it's advertised and promoted and intended to be a wall hanger. This is intended to be used. But sharpened, it could be used. This would be a very excellent camp knife and general purpose knife. You could probably get away with skinning this. It's not ideal for that, but you could skin something with it. It's got this nice hammer pommel, which I could not find anything out in the garage that I could hammer without damaging. These are aluminum, by the way, not steel. But in a pinch you could hammer with it. As a fighting knife, you could do far worse. It's got a nice oval handle, so you know where your edge is. You can get your good edge indexing. It doesn't turn in the hand. It's got enough of a handguard to do the job. So if you're only going to take one knife on a hike, this wouldn't be bad once it was sharpened. And it's also a handsome knife. The fuller makes it look good. Nice wood spacers. And what impressed me most, though, is the handle. Even when it was wet, it felt sure in my hand because it was oval. And it gets into that hollow of your hand, and it doesn't go anywhere, and you have the added security of the pommel. The sheath is decent. I do have some concerns, like with all of this type of sheath, with the way the loop is attached. But again, buy one of those aftermarket rivets, little Gorilla Glue, Super Glue, whatever, and it would do well. So the Szco Hunter's Bowie, so I guess it's designed to be a hunting knife, or that's just the name that they put on it. You never really know. The model number is 203417. This was $17.99, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And as I said, except for the abysmal edge out of the factory, I really like it. I mean, it's a budget knife, and look how tight the space is between the blade and the handle. I'm thinking a rat tail threaded tang here, but if the steel's decent and the rat tail doesn't get too thin, I don't have a problem with that for a knife of this price range. If I would have paid more, paid more for it, I would have expected it to be peened. But I didn't pay more for it. It's sub $20. So if you're in a market for a sub $20, just general purpose outdoor knife, medium sized, this is actually a really good option if you know how to sharpen a knife, or you know someone that knows how to sharpen a knife. Maybe I just got one that they forgot to sharpen that got past the sharpening person, and this particular one. Now, also I should say that it's not sharp enough, it's not shave sharp, and at this point it's not really sharp enough to skin anything. But on the other hand, if you were just going to chop through a log or something, process some wood, do some batoning with it or something, it's sharp enough for that. It's chopping sharp. And as I said, you grip down here, choppy, 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 you get some really good purchase. You can get some really good power. But held up to the war post nicely, except for the sharpness issue. And now, just a few things before I sign off. I am right now, the last time I looked anyway, 12 subscribers away from the 100 mark. That would be a huge deal for me. I will be doing a giveaway. I have not purchased it yet, but I have picked out the knife that I'm going to give the giveaway. The knife will be between the $50 and $60 range. So, I mean, tell your friends. And the way I'm going to do it, I am just going to get my subscriber list, my subscribers. I'm going to print it out. I'm going to cut the names out into little pieces and put them in a bowl and pick one. Pure and simple. Also, this time I want a little feedback from my followers. Next video, hopefully next week, I am either going to be reviewing the Buck Model 120, which I just bought last week, or the got a twitch in my nose, or an Ozark Trail cheapy Walmart survival knife that I actually picked up just to review. You guys seem to always be very curious about the really cheap, the budget stuff. Is it any good? Those are some of my most popular videos when I do something that's like super budget. So let me know which one you want to do first. I'm going to do both of them, but which one of those do you want me to do first in the next video? Let me know in the comments. Also, like, share, subscribe, and comment. That would be fantastic. Really love it when you do that. And then I will leave you with my admonishment to draw your knives only in just purpose, sheathe them only with honor, and remember that without knives, I screw this up every time. Okay, without knives, life would be dull and pointless. I bid you goodbye.